Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Demetrius. Please don't forget to flip your fabulous and confident hair. You know, just boost up your confidence just a little, make your day just a little bit better. So since this month is June and it is the month of Pride, I definitely wanted to go ahead and do my coming out story. I'm definitely not coming out to you guys because I definitely could not hide that even if I freaking tried. I have never done my coming out story. I don't really like to talk about it too much. It's kind of really not bad, but just like what's happened between it and stuff. But I just thought, you know what, this is the perfect time to talk to you guys, you know, before I move on further with my YouTube career. You guys get to know pretty much a little get to know me about my gayness and all that. So I went ahead and I went ahead, but I filmed this lovely pride look kind of just to, you know, wear in this because this definitely, like, makeup definitely has to, like, deal with, you know, my pride and how much pride and confidence I have for myself. If you guys want to go see the tutorial on this look, my Instagram name will be somewhere around here. But I hope you guys do enjoy my coming out story. If you guys do, please show a little bit of support by giving this a thumbs up. And if you guys have not yet, please make sure to go ahead and tap that subscribe button for more weekly videos. And let's get started. Okay, so I don't honestly where to begin. If you guys want to know something, this is the first thing I'm going to say. I came out 5 times to my family. I know, that is a lot. I am just gonna talk about everything that I did to try to come out, everything that, how it went and stuff, you know, their supportive level and all that kind of stuff. And guys, honestly, my coming out story is kind of not the best. First time that I came out was, I want to say 7th grade, 7th grade definitely. Between elementary and stuff, I did have the gayness in me, it was there. Like, I knew I was looking at boys and stuff, but I never accepted it until kind of 7th grade, but I didn't fully accept it until 8th grade. So your boy, Demetrius, was still dating females in elementary and 7th grade, and oh my god, guys, it is hilarious. I am still best friends with pretty much all of them, I want to say. I kind of do feel bad because I did know I was gay then, but I never really wanted to accept it, so I'm sorry for those females who I have dated if you're watching this. In 7th grade, you know, this was like when Facebook was such a huge thing. When I was in 7th grade, because I don't know about now. But in 7th grade, I remember I was typing on the computer and I had the whole entire paragraph out, like saying I'm gay. I actually said I was bisexual. So I think it's still up there. So if you guys want to stalk my freaking Facebook and find that, it's still up there. It said like something in between like I'm bisexual, please don't judge, blah blah blah. And you know, a lot of people did accept that. I guess it was normal like then and stuff. It's still normal. It should always be normal. But it was normal at my school. Like, no one really judged me at first, but I lost at least 4 friends the moment I posted that. When I started getting negative feedback because somehow people who I didn't have on my Facebook channel, not my channel, Facebook page, they found out, and you know, the bully in this increased. I've always been bullied since school. Like every single school year, I've always been bullied, whether it was for acting gay or being fat or just being completely fucking weird. But sorry for my language. But you know, I just never really took it to heart. But when coming out was such a whole different story. When I came out, it was just so heartbreaking for me because I didn't know how to handle this. Like, I did not know no one who went through this situation and all that. So I went back onto Facebook the next night and I fucking denied it all. I declined it. I did not accept it. I went back, posted, just kidding, it was a joke. For those who took it serious, like, this was a joke. And the next day, you know, I tried to get at a girl. Oh my god. That's how I tried to recover. And now that I think of it, the next day I tried to get with a girl. So disappointed. Oh, now we're gonna fast track to 8th grade because not much really happened besides bullying and stuff, all that bullshit. But in 8th grade is when I would write these little notes to my parents And in the morning, because in the mornings, like, I wouldn't see them for like 6 hours, so that was the best time to tell them. So in the morning before I left, while eating breakfast, I would write this note while eating saying, oh, I'm bisexual, please accept me, and blah, blah, blah. And I would just leave it on the counter, and I would like run out of the house and just start running my ass. I would book my ass to school, because I was like, I am not trying to have the talk. And every time, well, it was always my dad, because my mom would always leave to work early, and my dad would always be there because my dad was a stay-at-home dad. And I would always leave the note for him so he wouldn't show my mom. When he did show her eventually and stuff. But every time I got home, he would never talk to me, which was like, I didn't know how to feel. I didn't know how to accept it. Like, I never knew, like, I never watched people's, like, coming out stories and, like, experiences and stuff. So again, I was pretty much on my own on this stuff. So I did not know what to do. Like, so I never really talked to my dad, like, the times when I would do them. So I would just go to my room and blah, blah, blah. Oh my god, just when my mom came home was like the worst. My mom comes home and she like pulls me out of my room into her room. She locks the door and she's trying to talk to me about, like, I didn't even know what AIDS were back then. Honestly, guys, I didn't know a lot of things back then. So she's talking about AIDS and stuff and how boys can transfer, and I'm just like, okay. I don't know what that is, but okay. And definitely now I'm just like, thank God she did tell me that, because if I didn't know then, whew. But she'll just talk to me about how, you know, she had like this, I don't know how to say, like, family members and stuff and all that, like how they were gay and blah, blah, blah. So basically my mom didn't accept it then. She would try to tell me a story where it was horribly bad to be gay. It was totally wrong. It just wouldn't work out. There's so much side effects to it and stuff and all that craziness to just kind of like brainwash my brain that, oh my god, this is such a mistake. Like, I had never realized it. And you know, back then I accepted it. I was like, maybe she's right, I'm not gay. But then there was this another time, I did it again. I wrote a paper, left it on the table, and that day I was going out with some friends and stuff, so we went out to the movies and we were at McDonald's, and I was like, hey mom, did you get the letter? She goes like, yeah, we're gonna talk. And it's kind of really kind of scary when your parents say it with such a tone, because it's like, are you doing something wrong? Are you doing something bad? Like, it's kind of just craziness. So we finally get home from the store. So like, this is like 7 hours later. She pulls up into the driveway, she parks the car, and she locks the car. I don't know why her favorite thing is to do is lock the car on me. And we were just talking in the car, and she just brought it up, and I was like, shocked. And then, oh my god, she told me straight up, she was like, are you sure you're gay? Or like, bye, did anyone pay with your dingling? Shit, you guys not. I froze. I looked at her like, no, like, are you freaking insane? No, like, guys, I was in middle school, so no, like, I wasn't trying to cover up anything, like, God, no. But for her to believe it, I was like, but I do have a boyfriend, though, and we always hold hands. Do you know how childish that sounded? How, like, 5th grade, like, kindergarten that sounded? Like, I felt like a little girl saying, hey, mommy, I have a boyfriend, we're always holding hands at, like, kindergarten and, like, in recess and all that. Like, oh my god, that's how it felt. When I thought she accepted it there, she really didn't accept it. Every time I told my mom I was gay or bi in middle school and kind of like freshman year of my high school year, she didn't accept it, but she made me want to feel like I did, and I love her for that. Like, she made me feel like it. But honestly, guys, I knew she never accepted it because I could never be so open about it in the house and stuff. Now let's fast track to when I actually officially came out. And I will shit you guys not, there was a bunch of fucking tears. Sorry for my language. So this is when I moved and my family went through like a mid-year crisis or whatever you guys want to call that shit. But oh god, I haven't told this story in so long because it hurts me every time. It's just all the shaming that went down, all the like comments and judgments, and I don't know, I make a joke out of it every year, every time I talk about it to myself, and I make a joke about it, but so we went through a mid-crisis, and we were forced to leave our house, and my world was just spinning around like so much. Like, it was not gonna stop. It felt like on a roller coaster, and somehow that roller coaster kept on fighting gravity to keep on going. And so we just sat there in the sofa, not the sofa, but like the family room. My parents were at the dining table. They're just talking, and they start bringing up like how many children they're gonna expect from me and my brother. I know, guys, they were planning ahead. But they started talking about how much I was gonna have. My mom just started popping numbers out, like 4, 8, fucking 12 children out of me. Like, damn. I mean, like, I get it, like, you want a lot of kids and stuff, but you need to understand those kids are gonna be adopted or like surrogated. Is that what the word is called? Yeah, it's surrogated. So it was just weird, like, sitting there. So I sat there and I sat there and I just was like, kind of was getting enough of it until my mom was like, so how many kids are you having? I was like, oh, I don't know, like 3. I honestly want 3, guys. I want 3 kids, but but I was just like, 3 kids, and she's like, oh, your wife is gonna be so beautiful. And it's kind of like those comments. My dad would always be like that. My dad would always be like, so, ¿quién está tu novia y todo? ¿Dónde está tu novia? ¿Tienes novias? ¿Cuántas novias tienes? Like, how many girlfriends and stuff? And sorry for speaking Spanish. But he would always say that shit, and it kind of hurt me so much because I knew when it came out to them. I knew, like, that I always wish they never took that stuff as a joke, but to me, it kind of was a joke to them. And it kind of struck me really hard. Like, there would be times where I would just sit in my room and, like, kind of, like, emotionally cry or, like, emotionally tell myself, like, they don't understand the shit that I go through. At that point, I knew that every literal time that I told them about if I was bi and gay, all those hard times that it was for me to do them, they never took it serious. Like, you don't understand, like, I would freaking plan out everything and, like, the consequences and stuff just to do it, but they took it as a joke, and that's really struck me. So I went to my room. I just couldn't, like, I started bawling my eyes out. I'm a 15-year-old kid bawling his eyes out because his parents never understood him. They never took his coming out, like, things so serious that it was painful for me to just continue. I've honestly always thought about taking my life because my parents never understood that stuff. Everyone in my family, like, honestly, guys, I sucked at trying to hide my gayness, but it just really hurt. Like, I don't know, that moment fucking, it killed me. I rebuilt myself up, and was the moment. I was like, I'm done. I can't. And I opened my door. All I can remember was, like, stomping my way all the way, and I'm, like, honestly, the words are coming out of me, but in silent. And I walk into the kitchen, and their eyes immediately just turn. And then I'm just like, I hope y'all know that I'm gay, and I don't care about your fucking opinions. I legitimately said it like that. Every day I replayed it in my mind because it, like, moments like these are such, like, difficult and such hard, like, oh, it hurt me so much telling that straight to my family because I didn't know what to do. I just wanted to end so much. They looked at me with disgust, and I remember that so clearly, like if it was like yesterday. They looked at me with disgust, but my mom was like, I know. But then I just started confronting them. I was like, so then why do you gotta say that I have a girlfriend? Why do you think that I have a girlfriend? Why must everyone say I have to have a girlfriend and stuff? So my parents never really had my back when my other family, like my cousins, my aunts and uncles, my grandparents would say shit like that, and it hurt me so much when I looked at them in the eyes and they would take their side. It would hurt me so much. I remember looking at my dad and he just sitting there with his head down, and that's when I knew that I'm gonna ruin my freaking eyeshadow and I'm gonna be pissed. It took me like half an hour to do this shit. I remember staring at him and he just looked so disappointed in me. And he just looks up at me and he just nods his head like. Then we started playing 21 goddamn questions. Like, are you sure? How do you know? Were you ever touched? Like, it hurt so much. To be looked like that by your own father, and when your father is supposed to be a role model and someone who supports you with all your life decisions. But I feel like I was destroying this relationship between us. And so I sat down and we were just talking about it, and overall they accepted it. Like, we all, like, honestly guys, when I say there was tears, my mom and my dad were just tearing up. Like, honestly, like a gallon of water could have been filled between our tears. It was so painful, but I was so glad. Like, I had so much weight on my shoulder for the longest times, and I was so glad that I got it off. My dad doesn't live with me anymore, but he's still supportive. He still calls me sometimes, and you know, he just kind of talks with me about like how I'm doing with makeup and all that, like when am I gonna start makeup school and all that. And just like to this day, it's been 2.5 years, maybe just a little bit more since I came out, and you know, for them to accept my makeup and all that, and like the kind of feminine way I dress and stuff, like wearing heels or like wearing female shirts, it's amazing to know that I have two loving parents who may not be together, but they still accept me and are still a part of my life, and they still like love and accept me, and just it makes me really happy. And you know, thank you guys so much for watching my coming out story. I hope you guys do accept me for who I am and for the things that I've been doing, like makeup, the way I dress and stuff. I'm definitely trying to make a change out there for people who are like me, who want to be confident. For those who want to be able to wear female clothing but are scared. I definitely want to be such like a influencer to people like that, like boys who want to like be a part of the feminine world, like wear makeup, do their nails and stuff. I definitely want to be like a role model to those people. Trust me guys, it took me a while to really be confident with doing makeup on my YouTube channel, because at first I was just doing funny videos. Like, that was me covering up my gayness. I was making funny videos and stuff with my brothers and all that. I was covering up who I really was, and this is who I really am. And I'm definitely thinking back of bringing back those funny videos, because I definitely miss those. So I'm gonna try to make a way of makeup and funny videos to work together. So I'm definitely kind of excited for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I do hope you guys enjoyed my coming out story. If you guys did, please remember to give this video a huge like. Comment down below anything you guys would like to comment down below. You guys don't have to. And please make sure to go ahead and subscribe to my channel for more weekly videos. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye guys.